How does change work? Everything is constantly changing. Planetary systems change, but also the cells in your body are constantly changing automatically. But how much influence do we have when it comes to changing things? Imagine you want to lose 20 pounds. How do you change your behavior? The intention to change pops up in the neocortex. This is the most recent part of the brain, and it originated 100,000 years ago. Thanks to the neocortex, we can think, plan, and oversee complex issues. This part of the brain is a storyteller. It constantly comes up with stories and explanations. The lower part of the brain contains the reptilian brain and the mammal brain. The reptilian brain originated 500 million years ago, and it is focused on survival. These are autopilot, and it works out of routine. The mammal brain originated 200 million years ago. This is the emotional brain, which is focused on avoiding pain and gaining pleasure. When you're sitting on the couch at night and you suddenly think about the bar of chocolate in the fridge. No, says the neocortex, you're on a diet. You have to lose 20 pounds. So, no chocolate. But the reptilian brain gives you the impulse to go and get the bar because you eat chocolate every night. And the mammal brain wants the pleasure of eating the chocolate. The neocortex tries to resist the temptation, but the more often it steps on the brake during the day, the worse the brakes start to work. And eventually you'll see yourself walk into the fridge. Once you are sitting on the couch eating the bar, the neocortex comes up with a new story. Just one bar doesn't matter. I'll eat less tomorrow. It's important to enjoy life. This is what we call cognitive dissonance. Of all the people that start a diet, only 13% succeed, and 87% of the people become heavier after the diet than before. Good intentions, positive thinking, making goals, the kinds of things psychologists would advise you to do are all nice ideas from the storyteller in our head, but the older, more dominant parts of the brain couldn't care less about all these stories. Change can only take place when the three parts of the brain cooperate. This can happen when there is a passion or an urgency. Passion. Imagine that you want to learn to play the guitar. You notice that it's a lot of effort to get your fingers in the right position and at the same time hit the right strings with the other hand. The reptilian brain doesn't cooperate because this is not its normal routine. The mammal brain doesn't cooperate either because the pain and effort are bigger than the reward. This is why most people give up quite easily. However, when there is a passion, it can go differently. The strong intention from the neocortex makes sure you keep practicing. The reward of hearing the first nice sounds can stimulate the mammal brain to go on, and the reptilian brain starts to learn new techniques. The more you practice, the more it gets automated and the easier it becomes. Urgency. When people suffer and don't see a way out, there is a sense of urgency. This happens, for example, when people are exhausted from working too much, having a burnout. The neocortex says things need to change. The mammal brain experiences pain and looks for new ways to get pleasure. The routine which you got stuck in now needs to change, so new connections in the brain can be made, and the reptilian brain eventually changes. But do you control passion and urgency? No, there is no I inside the brain steering the wheel. It's an amazing cooperation between 100 billion neurons in which intentions, passions, and urgencies come and go. The idea that you are in control of your actions is merely an illusion created by the storyteller in your brain. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment bar below. Also, don't forget to like and share the article.